What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. What's going on? Let's talk about this Real Housewives of Atlanta. It is going down. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples, Peep Squad, we in the building, even though we ain't live. But let's just get down to the situation. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13, episode 10. It's going down like Lord have mercy. There was a whole lot of a whole lot of dissing. I don't know what was going on with Latoya, Porsha, and Tanya, but they was doing a whole lot. It was like, damn, they don't get none at home. You know, Bolo was the end or the be all. He got them all wet and, you know, just jumping out their cages. Like, what's going on with that situation? Like, Lord have mercy. But I guess it was the atmosphere. I guess it's what Kandi Burruss set up for the ladies, where it was so sensual and they can feel free because they had whips and chains and lingerie and bustiers and all types of fishnet stockings and masses and all types of good stuff. But in any event, Kandi, she handled her business. She said, you know, she ain't worried about the cameras. You know why Kandi wasn't worried about the cameras? Because Kandi wasn't going to do anything on the cameras for her to be worried about. But it seems like Kandi is trying to have Porsha Williams back. Or is she pretending like she got Porsha Williams back? Because Kandi seems kind of pissed at Kenya Moore, because Kenya Moore is being an investigator and basically calling out the ladies for being streetwalkers and being fast and floozy. Like, Lord have mercy, what's going on? Porsha's a grown-ass woman. She can do what she want to do. But when you do ish around your enemies, I expect them to retaliate. I expect them to expose. I expect them to talk about it, because you ain't friends. You ain't cool. You guys haven't had a conversation. You ain't tried to work it out or nothing. So no, but at the end of the day, Porsha probably was worried about the situation, but she realized, hey, I am single. Only person that's in trouble is none other than Miss, Tanya Sam's, because Tanya Sam's has a man. So that's the situation for her. That's the situation that she got to deal with, because she got a fiance that won't marry her, a fiance that won't give her a baby, a fiance that be out here trying to look at cookie ladies and giving his numbers at the bars and stuff and buying drinks for strangers because he wanted something strange to happen, allegedly. I don't know if it's true, but Tanya Sam is a wonderful, nice person. She got it going on, but she may have a little freak in her, because, you know, Porsha was convincing her to get into it. Porsha was telling her, you won't get in trouble, come on, just do it. And she did it. So is Tanya Sam a freak, or do she fall under peer pressure, or was she feeling the aroma and the air of romance, love, and freaky deaky? So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. Marlo Hampton, Kenya Moore, and Miss Kandi Burruss, and who else am I missing? And Cynthia Bailey, they made sure that they hold it down. They didn't do too much because they're OGs. I'm like, damn, Porsha, why you go there and start wilding out? Porsha, why you was doing too much? And if you listen to Kenya Moore, she would tell you that Drew was doing too much too. Drew was getting flipped over, turned over. You know, she was grinding on it. She was twerking on it. When it comes to Bolo, she was doing the most too as well. And she didn't care, because she said she don't still know what Ralph did in Tampa. And we have, Latoya, she was kissing all over Porsha. So is she a colorist? Because Porsha's kind of dark. She was kissing and making out with, Porsha. So you guys tell me what you think about that situation. So Latoya was kissing. She had her hands on Kandi's booty. They was doing a whole lot. Latoya act like she has been down this road before. And Porsha almost made it seem like her and Bolo know each other and they been, together. Because Porsha asked Tanya Sam, have you ever been with Bolo? And she was like, no, I can't. I'm going to get in trouble. And Porsha was like, no, you won't. So I'm thinking Porsha done already gave it to Bolo, and that's why she was all up on him, and she wouldn't let it go. And we got Marlo Hampton. Marlo Hampton was out here dissing Bolo, saying his outfit he had on, his Chanel, outfit that he had on was fake. It wasn't real. I was like, come on, Marlo. Marlo went in on the dude. So let's just get down to the situation and talk about what is popping, what is going on. So let's just talk. So the ladies, they were dressed to death. Let me tell you, these ladies got booty everywhere. Booty everywhere. I mean, the booty and the booty and the booty and the body and the booty was everywhere. Oh my God, none of these girls got a flat butt. None of them got none of that. And let me tell you something, Kenya Moore booty is real. I can't post the pictures of Kenya Moore rolling on the floor, doing splits, moving her hips to the side, and showing how her thighs matches her Her hips matches her butt, her thighs, her back, everything looks like it's well portioned. It doesn't look like there's anything going on that shouldn't be going on when it comes to Kenya Moore. I'm going to step out on faith and tell you right now, what I seen with Kenya Moore, her booty was real. Her booty was real. And she was showing all parts of her booty moving over on the floor. So it doesn't look like she have any injections. You know, there's a video that I did post on my channel where you look at Kenya Moore's butt. It looks like a sack of potatoes. You know, it looked like a bag of sand. It looked like a jar of pickles. But baby, when she was on that floor rolling around, her booty was on point. Her booty didn't have any problems, and it looked real. It looked real. It looked like it fit. The aesthetics, everything, like everything was even. There was no knots. There was no blimps. There was no nothing. Nothing looked like it did not belong. It looked perfect. So I'm here to say Kenya Moore got a real booty, in my opinion. But you guys tell me what you think. I will be posting the pictures to my Twitter account, so you check out my Twitter. I'll put my Twitter in the description box. I was like, what box am I gonna put it in, baby? So we're gonna check out that situation. But I think her booty's real. Kenya Moore booty was real when she was on that floor and doing what she was doing. And we got Cynthia Bailey, you know, she's in a swing. You got Porsha Williams talk about, oh my God, all I see is uterus. Porsha, Tanya, and, you know, Latoya was off the chain. It's like they ain't never getting out. Like, they don't never leave the house. Like, they always stay in the house. Like, they don't know. Like, they're on TV. Like, you might have covered the cameras, but there were still microphones around. You don't think they're trying to get more footage. Luckily, they covered all the cameras and they didn't get caught out there like that. And Kandi was smart in that situation. She was looking out for the girls. So, is Kandi the leader? Is Kandi Burruss the leader? What's going on? So let's get to the situation. You know, Kenya Moore was all over the floor. She was doing the most. I mean, she was just tearing it up on the floor. She was really into character and everything else of that nature. Like, she was handling her business. And when we get to, you know, Sidora had to throw some shade. You know, Drew had to throw some shade at Kenya Moore. So I was like, what's going on, Drew? So Drew threw some shade. Drew basically said if Kenya Moore would act like that with her husband, maybe he would be at home. And she also said she needs to come over here to the other side and stay married. I was like, ooh, Drew Sidora is taking shots. So basically, she's saying Kenya's on the floor doing all that, running around, all that, ooh, ah, and being all sexy. She needs to do it for Mark Daly. I believe she was doing it for Mark Daly because Mark Daly said last season she was a freak. But in any event, you know, you can't keep a man that can't be kept. Mark Daly definitely don't want to be kept. He won't take his ass to Atlanta and stay. So, and I don't think Kenya Moore wants him anymore. But Drew, she threw that shot, baby. Drew was like, well, if Kenya would do that at home, maybe she would keep her husband. And maybe she need to jump on this side, be on this team, the married team. I was like, ooh, Drew Sidora's coming with them shots about her marriage. And you know she didn't like when Latoya came at her about her marriage, saying that she has a bad marriage. So it is what it is with that situation. We got Cynthia Bailey getting ready, getting dressed to get down and dirty, and she's watching everything. She's watching what's going on. She's watching the ladies, and then she got a device put inside her, you know, her undergarments. You know, she got a device put in there that courtesy of Kandi coded, whatever, Kandi robots, Kandi, you know, tools, you know what I mean? So, you know, Kandi did what she's supposed to do. Bolo's out there. This is when, you know, Marlo was like, his outfit is fake. She said, it is fake, baby. Bolo got the ladies going crazy. Bolo is off the chain. Bolo got the ladies going crazy. Bolo be doing his... Bolo was down with whatever. And Bolo also made it seem like, you know, this is, you know, when he's on tour, it's bull crap because he really be getting freaky, you know, on the low. And he was basically really into Porsha and Tanya Sam, and he was like bigging up Cynthia too as well. He told the ladies, as long as I have a face, you can sit on it. And I don't know if he said that to Tanya Sam, if he said that, you know, to Porsha Williams, or did he say that to Shamia? Because Shamia was getting a little into it too as well. And also Latoya was into it. Porsha was it. You know what I mean? So you have that situation. I was like, it is going down. You know, Bolo did his thing, and you know the ladies was not, you know, done when a Porsha wasn't done. Porsha wanted him to come back because he went in his room to just say, you know, you got cameras on, I'm on TV, I got to be professional. Blase and a third, you know, he probably, you know, a lot of little different things. But as soon as they hit them cameras, especially, you know, when Miss Latoya, you know, Latoya forever, she went towards, you know, Kandi Burruss and is like, can we get rid of these cameras? Like, what's going on? Can we get rid of these cameras? Can we take these cameras out the building? Latoya was like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you know, and Kandi Burruss is like, that's not a problem. You can do whatever you want to do. We're going to get these cameras out. Because Kandi knew she wasn't going to do that because she wasn't drinking. She wasn't intoxicated. Kandi didn't even drink on the whole trip. And I think, you know, Kenya Moore had like maybe one drink, you know, the first night, to maybe 2 drinks or maybe 1. But she got her baby. And then you got Marlo Hampton. She barely had anything to drink too. You know, they was just watching because, you know, they're OGs and they know how this situation can turn and flip and it'll go down in history. And they don't want to be known as the one on camera getting freaky, especially with the T.I. and Tiny situation. So we got Bolo. Bolo's out here. He is happy. He's basically moving around. He is doing, you know, he is showing them his stuff. He's ready to get in. Bolo seemed like he wants to get down and dirty. Bolo is ready to go. I was like, Lord have mercy. Bolo is ready to get into the situation. And you know, got Marlo. Marlo's out here dissing the ladies. Marlo's calling out the ladies. Marlo's like, what's going on with these ladies? You know, they done seen this man, you know, Bolo. You got, you know, Porsha Williams and Dennis McKinley. They're separated. She's desperate. You know, basically she said Drew and her bad relationship. She said Kenya Moore and Mark Daly and that treacherous relationship. And also when it comes to, you know, we got Kenya Moore, but when it comes to Latoya forever, her treacherous relationship too as well. She doesn't know whether she wants to go or stay. So automatically, Marlo knew that these ladies were going to get loose. These ladies were going to do too much. And she just stayed there and she was looking and listening because she said they ain't getting none. They ain't happy. You know, they don't got nothing going on at home. So you already know. Marlo knew. Marlo peeped out the scene. She already knew it was going to be off the chain. Lord have mercy. And Bolo was right there. He was right there ready for the ladies. Boy, he was not playing with this situation. He wanted to get down and dirty. He was ready. And, you know, Marlo was like, And then we have Miss Sidora. You know, Sidora's out here in these streets. She ain't worried about her man. And basically, she was like, Sidora said to Porsha while they were sitting on the couch being entertained, she was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to come home with you. I'm going to get in trouble. I'll have to move in with you. And then Porsha said, huh, for real? And then Drew said, you know, I don't know what Ralph did out there in Tampa, so therefore I'm going to have a good time. So she did have a good time. You know, she got flipped over, slammed on the table. She was grinding. She was doing the most too as well. I was like, Lord, what does her mama think? Huh? And then she hold choir practice. Then she holds the sermon. So, you know, she said she don't know what Ralph did. So evidently, it seems like Ralph might be out there. He might, you know, get a little something here and there. Because she's saying that she can enjoy that joy, you know, Bolo, because Ralph went away for 3 days. So in them 3 days, you thought he was cheating? Yes, she did. I was like, okay. It is what it is with that situation. You know, Kandi was in charge of it. Kandi she had everything down pat. Her and Kenya Moore had it going on as far as playing their roles and being what it is. It was a whole lot going on in that situation too as well. We got Latoya rubbing on Kandi's booty, rubbing on Porsha's booty. I mean, Latoya was like, you know, if you ask me, I would think like Latoya don't even really like men. She's bisexual. She was so into the women, she couldn't wait. Was she doing it for TV? Is she a freak? Do she like the women? She was kissing Porsha like she ain't gonna never kiss again. The way Latoya was kissing Porsha, that mean they were kissing, baby. And So it seems like Latoya likes to spread herself thin. Whoever can give her an advantage on the show, Latoya is gonna rock with you. But it seems like Latoya and Porsha ain't cool, point blank. Period. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna get real ugly with them later on in the season. So we have that situation. And then we had conversations that went on. You know, we had Shamia. Shamia was calling Porsha, saying, Shamia said to Porsha, Porsha, you bisexual? And then Porsha said, yes, I am. And then Porsha said, one of you gonna be, you know, eating me tonight. Like, what is going on with Porsha? Porsha's doing too much. Well, she's not really doing too much, but I'm like, yo, she was turned up. Like, she ain't never been away. Like, she ain't never seen stripper. Like, she ain't never been around women. She wanted everybody in her business. I don't know if she can. I don't know if she took a Spanish fly. I don't know if there was something in that liquor. I don't know what was going on, but Porsha act like, you know, she wasn't even on TV. Porsha was acting like she ain't got enemies in this house, that people will use things against her by taking a chance of having, you know, intercourse or threesome. You know what I mean? When it comes to, allegedly, when it comes to Bolo and it comes to Tanya Sams, it's like she wasn't even thinking. Like, she wasn't even thinking clearly. Like, she wasn't even thinking about her girl, Tanya. Like, Porsha was encouraging Tanya to get involved into the threesomes and do the nest and do all that other good stuff. But she wasn't even thinking about, you know, Tanya. Tanya just got into it with Kenya. You know what I mean? Tanya, last season of Kenya was going back and forth. They left all on a bad note on the reunion. Tanya's been complaining about the trip that Kenya Moore put together, which, you know, is understandable. You know, Kenya Moore did an awful job on this trip. You know, at first, you know, hosting the ladies, it's like she didn't give a damn. But, you know, Porsha being the OG on the show, knowing these ladies, it's like Porsha didn't use no brain, no common sense, that shit. You know, Tanya does got a man, you know, and Kenya Moore already tried to, you know, let Tanya Sam know that her man Paul may not be all that. He's out here in these streets. He's available. And it's like Porsha just totally forgot about all that and just wanted to get wild and freaky and not even protect herself or protect her friend. But at the end of the day, Porsha's okay because you know why? She's single and she don't got no man. So she could do whatever she want to do. It is what it is. And I don't know if Porsha expected girl code or she expect, you know, sisterhood or friendship with Kenya Moore. They clearly are not friends. Not saying that Kenya Moore is right with the situation, but if she's beefing with her, she don't like her. Kenya Moore don't want to talk about her personal business because, you know, Mark Daly's going to go back shit crazy. She already can't bring her daughter on the show, and you're going to give her, you know, a script that she can use, you know, for a minute to come at you. Of course she's going to use it. So Porsha kind of gave, you know, Kenya Moore ammunition. I know these guys can say, oh my God, Kenya Moore is so mean, Kenya Moore is so bad, but they ain't friends. They don't owe each other nothing. You know what I mean? And, you know, Kenya Moore holds a grudge. Porsha Williams holds a grudge. You know, they were friends. They separated. At first, they was cool. Now they not. You know, it was just so much going on with their situation where this one did wrong, that one did wrong. So it's a lot of moving parts to the situation with Porsha and Kenya Moore. But at any event, Porsha knows that they ain't cool. Porsha knows that her sister disinvited Kenya Moore to an event. They went back and forth at Cynthia Bailey's, you know, engagement party. They, you know, there was things said about Kenya Moore at the vacation house. So therefore, if you're going to do something and bring your girl Tanya into it while Kenya's there and you think that she's going to be quiet, then shame on you. Shame on you. I wouldn't do it. Like, I wouldn't blow nobody's business up because I wouldn't want that to happen. But, you know, to me, but if you ain't friends, you ain't friends. So it is what it is. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was like, Bolo's out here, you know, got people running from the show, leaving the show and everything of that nature. And so, you know, Bolo also wishes, you know, Cynthia Bailey, congratulations, you know, on, you know, getting married and, I mean, about to get married and everything. But then Bolo had some things to say. I was like, Bolo was talking that somebody still had a mic on. There was still a mic around in the house. And Bolo said, Bolo was talking to Cynthia. It seemed like he was talking to Shamia. He was talking to Porsha, and he was also talking to Latoya because they was all in the area. That's what it seemed like on camera. And so Bolo said congratulations to the bride to be, and Bolo said, Cynthia, keep thinking that shit that be on tour be some bullshit. So basically it seems like Bolo is telling Cynthia Bailey some of the stuff that they do on tour be some bullshit, like he can't get in and go hard like he want to, but he can go hard tonight. So that's what he was trying to do. He went hard with Porsha Williams, he went hard with Drew Sidora, he went hard with Miss Latoya, and he went hard with Tanya Sam's. I was like, oh Lord. And Bolo, and then Bolo picked up Drew. I was like, and then Bolo said, as long as I have a face, you guys can, you'll always have a place to sit. I was like, OMG, what is going on with that situation? Oh, baby, what is happening with that? Oh my goodness. Like, they needed a mentor. They needed somebody to, but Porsha went to, Marlo went to bed. Kenya was running around getting evidence, and she's doing what she's supposed to do. I'm beefing with y'all. We ain't cool. You guys are talking about me, throwing things up in my face. You got Porsha Williams coming for Latoya, even though Latoya is out here starting shit with Drew, whatever the case may be. And Porsha was building a team, while she was there in South Carolina. She was telling the ladies that, Kenya Moore, Kandi Burruss, and Latoya and Cynthia are always going to stick together. They're always going to have each other's back. And so they might be cool with us, but we are on the outside. So if you felt that way, and that's what Porsha Williams did say, to the ladies while they were sitting in her room. And also Marlo Hampton was in agreement, because Marlo Hampton didn't want to be with the aunties. But Marlo Hampton ended up throwing Porsha under the bus by basically, co-signing, Kenya Moore saying, I heard noises, and Marlo said, I heard them too, girl. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was like, damn, baby, it is going down. It is going down. I was like, Lord. So Porsha said all this crap. She was saying all this stuff, and she was building like herself a little team. But then in the mix, the alcohol got in the way, and she ended up getting too high, too good. And she brought Tanya Sam along with her. And you got Kenya Moore talking about, this is the outline. Porsha's bedroom's over here. This is the open bedroom. Porsha bedroom kind of connects to the open bedroom. So in any event, there was a lot going on. And Kenya Moore ain't playing with the situation. She's telling it how it is. I was like, oh boy. And so when it comes to, Tanya Sam, let's go through this conversation that Tanya Sam had with Porsha Williams. So this is what Tanya Sam says, and Porsha Williams' conversation. So Bolo picked up Drew, flipped her over. They were grinding, and he slammed her on a coffee table, and Blase in the third, her face was all up in it. His face was all up in her. He had her, butt up, face down. So, that situation. But Porsha asked Tanya, have you ever been with Bolo yet? And why would Porsha ask Tanya, have you been with Bolo yet? Like everybody sleeps with Bolo. That's the way, Porsha made it seem. And then also Tanya said, I cannot do it. So basically Tanya responds, I did not. No, I have not. And then Porsha said, you can't do it. You could do it. And then Tanya said, no, I cannot do it. I'll get into real trouble. And Porsha said, no, you won't, girl. Oh my goodness. I was like, damn. And that's when Bolo said, you always got a place to sit on my face. So Porsha was basically trying to get, Tanya Sams to get involved. And I don't know if it was the alcohol. Sometimes when you drink too much, it is what it is. Bolo didn't leave till 7 a.m. Kenya Moore is running through the house. She's looking, she's listening, she's paying attention. And also Marlo Hampton is running through the house too as well. Marlo Hampton was paying attention too as well. She wanted to know what was going on. Marlo wanted to know what was going on too as well. She wanted to be a part of the situation. And it is what it is. I was like, Lord, Kandi was in bed. She was sleeping, minding her business. But Kandi is really trying to protect Porsha. It seems like it a little bit. I don't know if it's just for the cameras or she really mean it. But Marlo Hampton and, Kenya Moore was collecting intel, collecting information, getting stuff that they can talk about whenever they do an interview or whatever they need for the show. So it is what it is. I was like, damn, Bolo was in there getting it in. Bolo had fun that they pay him. Kenya Moore, she gets up in the morning and Kenya Moore is basically saying that she heard noises. She said, ooh, it smelled like Burruss down here. Somebody was getting entangled with a tongue. She was just going in. She was like, did you guys get it going on? I heard noises. It sounds like that, Punani was getting beat up. Kenya Moore was like, yes, she heard noises. She heard screaming. She heard, give it to me, get on this, get on that. She heard all types of different things. She heard Porsha Williams' voice. I was like, damn, Kenya's not playing. Kenya Moore was like, she heard Porsha Williams' voice, but she don't know who was the other voice, because if she knew who the other voice was, she would guarantee say it. She ain't gonna hide it. And Kandi Burruss is not happy with the situation. Kandi wish Kenya Moore would be quiet and keep her mouth closed and let it be. And whatever happens in the dungeon, stay in the dungeon. And that's when Marlo Hampton was like, girl, you should have got an NDA. Oh, Lord. There's too much going on. Marlo was like, you should have got an NDA. And Marlo is kind of upset when it comes to Kenya Moore, because Kenya Moore is basically going after the girls, calling them out for what they've been doing. And this is when Kenya Moore was still kind of feeling a certain type of way about Kenya Moore, but they end up making up. So Kandi and them ladies are going to go fishing, and they Kandi's feeling a certain type of way. She's like, damn, like, it's supposed to be, better than what it is. It don't supposed to be like this. Kandi didn't want this drama. She didn't want this situation. And she's just looking, and, Shamia's listening, and Kenya Moore's asking what time you went to bed, what was going on. Kenya Moore said, what didn't Sidora didn't do? Kenya Moore saying that these girls were freaks. Lord have mercy. And she was like, she heard it. She heard the noise. She heard the banging. She heard it all. So don't try to play with me. And I got juicy tea on you. And and if she got juicy tea on Sidora, she gonna tell it, because Sidora, went back and told the ladies what Kenya Moore plans was when it was to take the jet. She couldn't keep a secret when Kenya Moore asked her to. Not that Latoya has any allegiance or any, she has to. So therefore, whatever Kenya Moore seen that Sidora did, she gonna tell, because you told on me, mother effer. So so it's gonna be one of them situations. And Marlo's like, y'all should have got an NDA. Marlo is like, yo, what is going on? And Kenya Moore's in her glory, baby. Like, y'all gonna sit and do this around me? Y'all gonna bother me? You gonna put this in my lap and think I'm not gonna use it when it's a reality TV show, when we do use stuff like this against one another? Because we beefing. If we wasn't beefing, I wouldn't be saying nothing. But in any event, you guys let me know what you think about that situation. I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then Cynthia Bailey has, Kandi Burruss is saying that she didn't hear nothing, see nothing, or know nothing, but she kind of threw, Porsha and Tanya and Bolo under the bus when she was asked the question in her confessionals, when it was asking her, so what do you think about this? And, did you, about them, hooking up? What is your thoughts on that? And, Kandi Burruss is basically like, it's not really a big deal, things happen. But she was like, but I'm not saying that something happened. If something did happen, I don't know about that. It's allegedly. I have no idea. I wasn't there, and I don't want to put myself saying that something did happen. So you know how you get that little fake, like that football fake, that basketball fake, like I'm gonna tell you a little bit, but then I'm gonna back up. That's what it seemed like Kandi Burruss did. That Kandi wanted to go all in on Porsha. It is what it is. But Porsha Williams and is pissed with Marlo Hampton. I told you guys that Marlo Hampton and Porsha Williams are gonna have some beef, and the beef is because of Marlo Hampton, being friends with Kenya Moore right now. So it is what it is, because Porsha said that she's not going to like Kenya Moore for the whole season when she was on Watch What Happens Live. But she said she's going to not like Marlo for half of the season. So you take them teas, baby, and tell me what you think about it. So it is what it is. And we got Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey's talking to Drew. They're having a conversation, and everything seems cool. Everything seems okay between Cynthia Bailey and Drew. But, Drew was like, she was turning it up. She had her butt up in the air. She was moving around. She was twerking. Bolo was there. She was, everybody's faces was in everybody's booty or behind and all that other good stuff that she was saying. But she didn't really say what she was doing. And then we have Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey done dropped the bag. She done dropped the beans on the situation. Boy, she was saying, Cynthia Bailey was like, yo, listen, let me tell you. She said Porsha was on the floor spread wide open. Latoya was on top of her. And then she said Tanya Sam was on top. She said Tanya Sam was on top of Latoya forever. Like they was having a good old time. Lord have mercy. I mean, they was just doing the most, knowing that it possibly can get out. They didn't have a care in the world, but I don't think they care. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing really gonna happen. Sidora ain't gonna tell us what really went on with Ralph, because damn well Ralph was wilding. Ralph was feeling a certain type of way. Ralph don't appreciate that. Ralph was upset. And Latoya, she's getting divorced, so she's okay. But Cynthia Bailey, baby, Cynthia Bailey was like, let me tell you, Porsha, she was like, oh my God, I can't believe what Porsha was doing. Cynthia Bailey was like, Porsha was on the floor, spread wide open. She said she was on the floor, spread wide open. And, Latoya was on top of her. Maybe a nipple fell. Maybe something fell out. Maybe there was some kissing, some touching on that situation. I was like, oh, man. And then you're going to have Tanya Sam on top of Latoya. And where was Bolo at in this situation? They was doing the most. They was acting a fool, y'all. They was really acting a fool. They was having a good time. They were trying to enjoy each other, enjoy everything. You see the way that Marlo and Drew and Kandi is looking at Porsha, because they all know that she did it. She went in, she got it. She was doing the most. It was all good. She enjoyed it. And she's keeping, a straight face. Cynthia Bailey said she ain't gonna say nothing, but Cynthia Bailey said she done seen, when Porsha Williams and Latoya, there was some breast loving going on between them. Breast was everywhere, booty was everywhere. There was some kissing, there was some licking, there was some tongue savages, some tongue going on, and she was just watching and looking. And Kenya Moore was basically like, yes, I heard the noises, I seen him. She said Drew was doing anything and everything. What did Drew didn't do? I was like, Lord. But Latoya is innocent because she went to bed, so she wasn't in the room getting tore up from the floor, up from the tongue and from the third arm. So she went to her bedroom and she got on Instagram. That's her proof. And right now Tanya Sam is caught into a deer in headlights, because now Kenya Moore is questioning about what she did, how she did. I would be like, girl, I don't have to answer any of your questions. I do what I do. I did what I did when I did what I did. So I don't know what your problem is. I don't have to answer to you. You're not in charge of this for JJ. I have no idea why they just didn't put Kenya Moore in her place and was like, yo, we don't care. Who cares what you're talking about? But once you act like you do care and it's a problem and you feel embarrassed, that's when the situation explodes. And now we have, Marlo, she catches a fish, so it's all good. Baby. And what did Cynthia Bailey said the ladies were acting like it was P Valley. I was like, ooh wee. And then Cynthia Bailey said, Shamir was waiting in the wind to get on top of, Tanya Sam's. So I don't know what be going on. They be getting it in, baby. And so Kenya Moore was like, Drew was humping. And we have Latoya. She can't cook. Her mother cooks for her. Lord have mercy. And so, Kenya Moore said that PUS was getting murdered in these streets. And And Latoya was like, nah. And then Shamin was like, no, it wasn't me. And Kenya said, you got spanked by someone with a tongue. I was like, damn. Lord have mercy. What is going on with this situation? There was a whole lot going on. I was like, Lord. Kandi is listening to Kenya Moore trying to investigate that she heard noises. She heard Porsha. She heard them acting out a situation that could be considered porn, but no. And Kenya Moore was like, no, that was not porn at all. What are you talking about? She was like, why would they need to watch porn when you have a broomstick, a broomstick and 2 legs in the room? Like, what are you talking about? So Kenya Moore is not letting up on the situation. Porsha Williams won't come and sit in the chair and talk because she knows she's guilty. But I don't know why she feel bad about the situation. And so, Latoya is feeling a certain type of way about Kenya. She's feeling like, damn, Kenya, you're just destroying this trip. You're messing it up for all of us. Like, we're just trying to have fun. And then Porsha Williams is asking Latoya, like, how do you feel about your friendship with Kenya? Like, the way that she's doing, the things that she's doing, how she's trying to, interrogate us. And Latoya was like, oh, my God, I could see what you guys are talking about. But she's going to clearly have a change of heart. And so, Shamia goes in and tell Porsha and, Tanya Sam that Kenya Moore is out there saying that they was in a room doing a do with Bolo. They had a 3 thing going on. They was out here doing the most. And basically, Porsha was like, you know what? She talks all that crap, but she is scared to fight. I was like, Lord. So Porsha basically is saying that, Kenya Moore is scared to fight. She's talking all that crap, but she ain't got them hands though. And she said she don't care about the situation because she didn't do anything. And all she did was have fun. And she's not in a relationship. She don't got a man, but she said, ooh, you know who does, right? Tanya Sam. And Tanya just looking like, oh my God, Tanya just trying to really act like nothing's happening. And Tanya was like, I do have a man. I do have Paul. He is my fiance. Even though, we've been together for 20 years and, whatever the case is. So she's like, yeah. So now she's like, oh my God. Now, so they're realizing that this is going to blow up. And it blows up for Tanya Sam because she actually leaves the show. And, Paul is probably upset. She's probably embarrassed. And plus, she's a business lady. But damn, she can get her freak on if she wants to or no, But I guess not. So she ain't filming for the show. And she feels very bad about the situation because she feels like, that if she didn't do anything, it's really messed up to say that she did and to mess up her relationship and also not being able to get the truth out in the way things are being edited and filmed and how they are using Tanya Sam's, Porsha Williams, and Bolo situation to carry the season. And they ain't paying her and she ain't got no peach and her reputation is getting ruined. Well, she feels like her reputation is getting ruined, but shit, you from Atlanta. But, she got parents and things. She got a certain type of mystique that she needs to have or she was trying to have. But when she got on this show, it went out the window. Well, when she got this episode, it went out the window. And so, we got that situation. And then, the ladies are pretty pissed. And so Porsha says she's going to have Tanya Sam's back, but she can't really have her back too much. You know what I mean? Because she's going to handle her business. And I don't know what Shamia did. Shamia got a husband. Shamia said she went to sleep. And then we got Kenya Moore. And we have, Marlo Hampton. They have made up. It is what it is. Cynthia broke her, peace between them. I'm surprised Cynthia couldn't broker peace between Kenya Moore and Nene leaks privately with nobody around, catch Kenya off guard like she did. But in any event, Kenya said, listen, Marlo, you could talk about my skin, you could talk about my face, you could talk about my body, but you talked about me being pregnant and saying that I lied about being pregnant. Then, you did all this other stuff to hurt me and zog me out. And you said disparaging things about everything. And you know how bad I wanted to have a baby. And, Marlo Hampton apologized and said, I wasn't a good friend. I wasn't your friend at the time. So therefore, I didn't owe you nothing. So I didn't care about that. I didn't care about your friendship. I didn't care about your feelings. And in any event, it is what it is with that situation, but they end up making up, and they also end up gossiping together too as well. Marlo Hampton end up co-signing what Kenya Moore was saying when she heard rumping and banging and grinding going on, because basically Kenya Moore said they were grinding. Latoya was grinding on Porsha. There was a lot of straddling going on. We got Porsha Williams talking about, Latoya is very good at straddling people on, the chat room. So you guys let me know what you think about that situation. Woo wait. It is going down. So they made up, when it comes to Marlo Hampton, she wants to see baby Brooklyn. She wants to hold her. She wants to touch her. Marlo said, hold on. Kenya Moore said, hold on. But it seems like they jumped right in and started gossiping about Porsha. And it seems like Kenya Moore got her another ally because she didn't have any allies. Not too many allies in the house because everybody was upset with the way that she was hosting the event, the way she was treating them, the activities, the food. They didn't like none of that. They didn't like that hot ass bus when she took a jet. And then she called it quits early in the night because she got her baby. But in any event, she got a new ally because Porsha was gaining a lot of allies. Now Porsha done lost, Marlo a little bit. And she done lost Tanya Sam because Tanya Sam is gone. She won't film no more. So it is what it is. And it also seems like Kandi Burruss was kind of jealous that they end up, having a friendship. That they end up, being cool with each other. So I was like, okay. Kandi was like, oh, look at this. Porsha's going to be jealous. But it seemed like, Kandi Burruss was jealous because I think she tried to broker a friendship between Kenya Moore and Marlo Hampton, and Kenya Moore wasn't here for it, but she was here for it when it came to Cynthia. But in any event, this is why Porsha Williams is pissed off when it comes to Marlo Hampton. Marlo Hampton didn't say on TV that it was Porsha, but she said she heard the same noises by the refrigerator over there where that open room is at. And she co-signed Kenya Moore's story because none of the other ladies said that they heard anything. They was like, they didn't hear ish. They didn't know what was going on. But Marlo co-signed that. And so now they're back to being friends. And they're back to gossiping about one another. And, it seemed like Kenya Moore was quick and easy to have, Marlo, there with her. Like she jumped on that. She jumped on that quick and fast in a hurry. So you have that situation. So I was like, okay. And no one's happy about it. Not one person is happy about this situation with, Marlo Hampton, and not one person, Porsha Williams is not happy. Sidora is not happy about the situation. Shami is not happy about the situation. They're looking at Marlo Hampton as being fake. And Marlo Hampton don't care what you think about her. Point blank, period. She don't care if you think that she's shady. She don't care if you don't want to be her friends. She will go in all day. But in any event, it's just a bad situation. But it's over with. Only thing is, it seems like Tanya Sam's got hurt the most because she bounced and she left the show. And she's not around at all. And all the ladies were clapping, when they seen Marlo Hampton come through. Porsha, not all the ladies, Porsha wasn't clapping. And, Drew wasn't clapping. And Shamia wasn't clapping. But everybody else was clapping. And Porsha looked pissed, baby. She looked pissed about this situation straight up. She feels betrayal. And Kenya Moore was saying, I felt betrayed by you. So you guys let me know what you think about this situation. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. My backup channel, my new YouTube channel will be in the description box. And also my Patreon will be there too as well. So we can be more intimate, talk. And you guys can join me online on a panel. And everybody don't got to be in your business if you want to,